southbound approaching the TW extension, or are you actually in the Northgate Village apartments now?
Well, I can tell you it's been a very, very dangerous and extremely fast pursuit. They've been chasing that van right there. Now,
That's exactly what he's doing. Are you Googling the laws right now?
Henderson Police Department's SWAT team responded to the scene and set up a perimeter around the condominium.
I travel in and out of time zone.
And the 3 key rules for a criminal defense lawyer: always on time, impeccably dressed, and occasionally sober.
The yellow sports car up ahead won't stop. Then something happens you might expect in a Spider-Man movie. It wraps around the tire of the fleeing vehicle and stops all forward motion.
Objection, action answered.
I mean, he leaps over the fucking bench.
No, the thing is, that's my property. You have no choice.
Actually, I do, because I found friggin' Xanax bars on your driver's seat. If you want to explain something, explain those.
Cops get very frustrated when you don't answer their questions.
Oh.
Step back forward.
He's gonna go straight. There's a car right here. Got him.
All right, I'm going to excuse everyone. Mr. Brooks is being removed from the courtroom.
This is fucking hilarious. So he pulls out a joint in court.
Go, 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 go.
Turn on your stomach! Stop fighting us! Stop resisting!
The injury by the police, that may be a separate issue for you to file a civil suit.
Chris, just while he's doing that, talk to me. What were you running for again?
Warrant.
Warrants? The felony warrants? City warrants what?
Felony warrant on Kansas.
Well, I'm pretty sure they ran you, and you don't have any warrants.
I don't.
No.
No warrants.
No. So all that for nothing, right? No warrants, no nothing.
Yeah.
Police! A little farther back. A little more. Okay, go.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you fix the trial because you don't want to tell the truth to the jury.
We're there, guys. Got eyes on.
I want to suck it. Yes, I think I would like to suck your dick. I don't think so.
I prefer not to.
I prefer not to, sir. See, that I love that.
So do you wish to say anything?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Good morning to all. Good morning. Hello again. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. You know it. You know you missed me. Just say it. I think I need another pair of glasses because I have done nothing but read all day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, chat. Good morning, all. I have so many documents to go through today. Thank you to Bri for that hard work. That was awesome. I've been through and I've meticulously saved them with specific names and numbers so that I know what they're pertaining to, ready to go. Now, can everyone hear me okay? I'm not getting much from my microphone. Everything good? Cool. I hope you've had an awesome. Hey, Gabs, how you going? Good morning, all. Good morning. I hope your 4th of July long weekend has been fabulous. Fabulous. Yes, so thank you, Bri. That was amazing. Amazing. And also a thank you to, as the gavel drops as well, I shall put their little banner up because if anyone is ever researching any trials and need some content, especially all the media attachments, then you should go here. Where is it? Right there. Because they are A1. So do head on over to Discord and join. No, Christine, I haven't had a chance to talk to Ty yet. I do plan on doing that. I just need to wait until I get paid, basically. I've set up my secure US account ready to go. And I've got the details now of where to contact him, and I will be sending him an email as soon as the stream's finished. I meant to do it today, but I've just been reading through. You wouldn't believe how many documents that are. And I thought, oh, beauty. I'll just click on that one. 25 pages. Fuck. I'll just click on that one. 59 pages. Fuck. So that's all right. We will get there. And look, we will just do another stream when I do get to speak to Ty. It's no big deal. So what I was going to do is I'm going to go through a few of these documents, do a little bit of a refresher, a bit of a recap on the state of affairs so far. And then I was going to open it up for some case discussion and some Q&As. And I have a guest coming on. Christine's going to join me. And possibly, I'm not sure if I haven't checked my emails since I sent the request, but I've sent a couple of other requests out or invites out to join the stream as well. So if they are free to join me at some point throughout, well, we'll have a nice surprise, won't we? All right. So put my coffee QR up. Okay. I never asked for that. Because I'm not monetized yet, this is the only way I where is it? Support. There we go. Apparently you can just scan that QR code and it takes you to the site and you can buy me a coffee. And that keeps me up all night, and that way I can stream. It's ironic. Thanks, Bri. Alrighty. Now, I'll just do a quick recap on here because there's a couple of exciting things, I must say. A couple of exciting things I've got to unleash. Can I take that down now? I can't even see myself. There we go. All right. Let's just pop this on.
Sheriff's office says that two men, Tucker and an accomplice named Rory Detroit Wilson, threatened a woman on Stock Island. This is the island next to Key West. And the woman, Paula Belmonte, was living in a makeshift apartment on top of a treehouse. Okay. Now, deputies allege that Tucker and Wilson tried to intimidate her with a knife and eventually stabbed her in the throat. Now, luckily and thankfully, she survived. She was able to scream sometime during this attack. That alerted a neighbor named Matthew Bonnet. And when he tried to intervene, deputies say that Bonnet was killed, stabbed 5 times. Now, law enforcement believe that the men may have been trying to steal drugs or a stash of money. The reason is because the treehouse, as it's come to be known, was thought to be a place where drug deals went down, homeless people frequented. Tucker, Wilson, they were arrested alongside of a third man named Travis Johnson. He was accused of being the getaway driver.
All right, so that's just a basic recap of what's gone on. Yes, I have. Don't worry, that's coming now. All right, so now this is the treehouse. Okay, so when I did my my very first collaboration with Stephen from Justice is a Process, I had gone around and I'd actually dropped a pin on Laurel Avenue right in front of the treehouse on Google Images or Google Earth or whatever it was, and did a full 360 degree presentation of, like, basically stood in that one spot and did a full 360 circumference video footage of everything that you could see from right out the front of the treehouse. And directly across the road, you have CVS Pharmacy, and you have Keys, Keys Yamaha, and then to the right-hand side, you've got the Keys Marine place. And the reason I did that was because it occurred to me that in the court proceedings, the the actual video footage that they presented in court was from camera 3 at the rear of the Keys Marine place, which was totally obscured by the actual canopy of the marine business. And I thought, well, if that's camera 3, where is camera 1 and 2? Surely 1 and 2 might be right out the front. So that's what got me thinking, all right, well, I'll drop a pin and I'll have a look and see what's out there. And lo and behold, I found a shit ton of cameras. And then that led into a rabbit hole, that led into a deep dive, and that led into the collaboration, blah, 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 blah. So these are 2 pictures that I took from just screenshots of the front of the treehouse to show you more of an example of what it looked like. And this is I basically just turned around and put my back to the treehouse. So the first picture is on the wall of CVS Pharmacy. There's 2 cameras above that door right there that I've circled. And then Keys Yamaha, if you can see that right there where the circle is another camera. And that's affixed to the telephone pole directly above the sign. And if you have a look at the third picture, you can see that camera is directly in front of where the treehouse is. You can see the circle I've circled. And that would have given you a clear view of whoever came and left the night that Matthew Bonnet was stabbed and Paula was attacked. And so that's where I went with that, and that was the presentation that we did with Stephen. I keep going to call him Justin because it's justice with the process. We don't need to. you know, I have to keep doing whenever you say that. And yes, I've got her little tribute up there, because since the last trial, unfortunately, Paula, she had terrible COPD and has since passed. So part of the documentation that I've received is motions for her testimony and depositions to be included in discovery, basically. Yes, it was awful. So, my opinion, I don't believe that Ty is guilty at all. I believe that it was John Travis Johnson and Rory Wilson. Oh, thanks, Gabby. There you go. What's that reading? Oh, his merch. He also has a free Tyrone Tucker Facebook page, which hasn't been active at all. And I do have his email address, so I'll be sending him an email, and I'm going to try and get in contact with him one way or the other. You should sing to the chat. Yes, I do believe he's innocent too. And I've got I'll thank you. That's his YouTube channel. There's so much evidence out there, and I just think that it was presented either in the wrong way, or he just unfortunately got out argued by Big Mansfield through the trial, and a little bit perhaps too emotionally involved. I've said this before, he did a great job of being pro se, and his reasoning behind being a pro se was admirable, absolutely. And again, on the heels of the Karen Reid case, now is the time that we need to start stomping our feet and jumping up and down and getting some more attention back onto Ty Tucker, because he's pretty much in the same position, except he doesn't have the funds that Karen Reid has. So he's sitting down there in Key West, and he's still legally married to Lauren Janai, so her income still affects his ability to obtain legal counsel, and so he's not eligible for district, state attorneys at this stage. So what's this here? This is all the videos from this case, including all interviews. Yes, it does. His YouTube channel, if you do go over and have a look and like and subscribe, it's got all of his interviews, like every interview that he had. And the silly thing is, when you look on there, the interviews are broken up into tiny little 1 and 2 minute increments, but that's the way they were given to him from the police department. I think someone proctored them, basically. And yes, he wasn't allowed to show a lot of things. And they're still trying to gag him, which we will have a look through. But yes, he did the pro se because he wanted to expose the corruption and the goings on down there, and he has done that. And because he was so emotionally involved and connected to the case, as you would be, he focused more on trying to prove his innocence than just establishing reasonable doubt. So I'm hoping that he focuses a little bit more on that portion, because that's all you've got to do. You don't have a burden to prove your innocence. You are innocent until proven guilty. You just need to create doubt. That's it. Oh, thanks, Gabby. That's Steve's. I have put a link to the two videos, the collaboration videos I did with Steve, in the description box, if you would like to have a look. Yeah, but he's amazing. His wife is due to have a little baby any day now, so very exciting, very exciting. He's one of the people that I've sent a request to join, but I'm not sure. I think he's got his hands full over there, just quietly, which is fair enough. Now, the reason I'm excited is because, let me see if I can bring this up. Present. Share screen. Share. Okay. Now, this is one of the documents that I received from Bri the other day, and it is, can you see it? Let me just zoom in a bit. Is that it? Don't know how to work this bit. Hang on. Zoom in. That's better. Okay. So, notice of intent. Let me get rid of that crap over there. To use Google Earth during trial presentation. Yes, you heard it. Mr. Ty Tucker, in his obviously infinite wisdom, has decided that my Google Earth suggestion and presentation was of particular evidentiary value for him to use in his upcoming trial. There you go. Go me. Yay. So it's there. It's in writing. Da-da-da-da. Intent, notice of intent to utilize Google Earth for the purposes of illustrating to the jury the aerial view of the street views of the relevant locations in this case. Such as the location of the robbery, where the defendant was residing at the time, blah, blah, blah. And some examples of the images. So, very, very excited little Vegemite down here, I must say. Wish you got to meet him, Joe. I would really like that. I would, yeah. It's my ESPN. Thanks, Liz. I would have liked to meet him. Yes, I would really like to meet him. I'm hoping to get at least a video call or a phone call or a Zoom call or something. I know I can't record it like visually, but I might be able to record it audio wise and present that somehow. Leave it with me. It's on the cards, all right? It's in the bag. It's happening. It would be awesome. Because yes, I know this case almost inside out and back to front. All right, let's have a look at some documents, shall we? Now, where do I start? All right, well, how about we start here with the court minutes from the last two cases, okay? So this is, oh, what happened there? Why are you over there? Present, share screen, window. Oh, God. I think that's it. Is that it? There we go. I don't like the share screen. I normally have everything tabbed up, ready to go, but I couldn't bring up 20 different PDF tabs with 25 pages on. So we're going through them uno by uno. And now I can't even find where that is, so I can't zoom in on it. Where the fudge did it go? Bet you it's behind there. Nope. Well, where'd you go? All right. Anyway, these are the minutes from the 17th of June. So basically, they set the next hearing for the 28th of June at 1:30. Now, they apparently, the district attorney made him another plea offer, and the defendant rejected said plea offer. Good for you, Ty. Good for you. So that's that one. Now, remove that from the stage. And let's share the next court minutes. Nope. Stop sharing that one. Present. Share screen. Window. That one. Share. Is that it? Yay. Okay, cool. I'm getting there. So this is the court hearing on the 28th. And State of Florida versus Franklin Tucker served this is the previous one. Sorry, I've done them back to front. The failure to appear warrant, which is which was basically the missed urinalysis. You know how the pretrial services, they've done it as like a failure to attend, basically, and that's how they issued the arrest warrant for him in Oregon so that they could extradite him back to Florida. So they also served him with the motion to revoke his bond and served him with the new motion. He was taken into custody at Oregon Airport and was considered a flight risk, apparently, even though he had a ticket to go back to Florida. And we know that because he was hoping to submit a heap of motions that we're going to go through prior to going back. And he had gone to the airport, booked his flight, had his laptop with him, and was still in the process of trying to submit these motions and had to postpone it. He had to ring Lauren 3 or 4 times to alter his flight schedule and delay it so that he could finalize these motions. But yes, apparently he's a flight risk. Defendant provided case law regarding the revoking of the pre-trial release. The motion was denied and the bail remains the same, which is $3.1 million. Ridiculous. He's going to realize. Excellent. No P's and Q's here. Shit not. Yes, it is insane. And no, he won't ever take a plea. Nor should he. He's innocent. Why should he? Do you see crime? No, I haven't seen that Crime Circus. I think you're talking there, Gabby. He freaks me out a little bit. I don't know. It must be the makeup or something. I don't know. I have watched a few of his earlier stuff, but I haven't seen any of the stuff that he's done on Ty. But happy to share. Oh, what's that one? Is that his? Oh, that's a video of them arresting him. No. Okay. All right. How do I? I'm gonna have to type all that shit in, aren't I? You're gonna make me type all of it because I can't copy it. No, I can't copy it. All right, I'll type it in. Let's go to Google. I haven't seen that video. I'd love to see it. HTTPS. I'm going to read it. Every one of them out. Colon. / YouTube.com. /shorts. CLST 4 ID 4504 ? Where are you? There. ? SI equals N7K L F1 4. Sorry, I'm not the fastest of typers. FL VZ 1M Y. Oh. Enter. Gabby. Check this out. Present. Share screen. After all that. Bugger. Crime Circus. Yeah, I'm probably going to type that in too. It won't let me copy it for some reason. Unless I can view page source. No. Nope. All right, let's go again. Get out of there. Google me, Bob. Just amuse yourselves for a second. This out the way. HTT. Yes. / Oops. Colon. YouTube.com / at circus C. Q P C7 Q P T W C. Geez, I'm glad I've got a fast chat going. I O P P. Okay. Let's wait for that. Wait for it. Wait for. Oh, no, that's not it. So is it under his shorts? I'm assuming. No. Videos. No. Can you hide it? No, I couldn't, Don. It's the third video from the top. It says getting kidnapped. Okay. Third video from the top. Stop that. I can't find it. I can't find it. In shorts. Okay. Getting kidnapped. All right. There we go. There we go. Found it. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, look, whose page is that? Like and subscribe. Oh, you couldn't hear it? Really? Oh, fudge. None of you could hear any of that. Do you want me to play it again? Adjust the volume on there. It's full bore. My volume's up. Shall I play it again? Can you hear that now? I don't know, sweetheart. I don't know. Sorry. But I just, here we go. I copied the link again. If anyone wants to, it's in the chat. You can have a look. It did have closed captioning on it, but I don't know why you couldn't hear that. I'm sorry. Right. Now, let me have a sip of my coffee before I start reading these documents, shall we? Oh, hot jambalaya. Okay. Now, the one that, well, actually, we'll start with Colleen. Here we go. There's a couple here of documents relating to Colleen Dunn and her inappropriate behavior and her guilt and why she was suspended. So I've got two of these to present. Okay, so this is the first one. She was actually suspended twice. I didn't realize this. First time was for 12 months, and the second one was, because the first one was a couple of years before Ty. The second one was Ty and another case where she was suspended for 18 months on that. So, all right. So this one is the previous one to Ty. So she has accepted an unconditional guilty plea, and this is her judgment for discipline. Comes now the undersigned respondent, Colleen Marie Dunn. So this is the DA that's just been reemployed back down in Florida Keys. And files this unconditional guilty plea and consent judgment for discipline pursuant to rule blah, blah, blah. The respondent is, and at all times mentioned herein, was a member of the Florida Bar. Yes, respondent is acting freely and voluntarily. Respondent is currently the subject of a disciplinary proceeding which has been assigned the Florida Bar number rah, rah, rah. As the above referenced file, the respondent admits that the following facts are true and accurate and stipulates as follows. The respondent is an assistant state attorney in the Monroe County State Attorney's Office. The respondent was assigned to prosecute the case against Mr. William Thomas Skinner, who was arrested on June 1st, 2009 for multiple felony counts, included attempted murder and burglary of a dwelling with a firearm. In January 2010, the defence placed the respondent on notice that it intended to rely upon an insanity defence in the case. Now I've lost my spot. Respondent thereafter received two reports from the defendant from two mental health experts. The state hired its own witnesses, and the state's expert, Dr. Michael Brennan, advised the respondent to provide numerous items to assist in his evaluation of the defendant, including jail calls and other statements made by the defendant around the time of his arrest, which would demonstrate his state of mind at the time. The respondent was also advised by her supervisor that she should listen to the defendant's phone calls on the jail's recorded line. Both the respondent and the intern acting as the respondent's direction listened to numerous phone calls of the defendant. 3 of the calls the respondent listened to were the defendant's conversation with his son on the day of his arrest. These calls were significant in that they refuted many aspects of the defendant's purported insanity defense, as documented in the defense experts' reports. The calls demonstrated that the defendant was lucid, organized in his thinking, able to plan, that he remembered the events in question, and that he had not suffered any blackouts. So, Colleen Dunn then downloaded these 3 phone calls onto a DVD and notified... Sorry, the respondent's intern downloaded these phone calls and told Colleen. So the intern then emailed a copy of those recordings to Dr. Brennan for him to assess his state of mind. He was there, the state's expert, and the respondent, so Colleen Dunn, was also copied in on that email. So on July 22nd, 2010, Colleen Dunn spoke for 2 hours on the phone with the state's expert, Dr. Brannon. They discussed the 3 jailhouse calls during this conversation, and Dr. Brannon indicated that he would utilize the calls for purposes of his evaluation of the defendant. On July 26, 2010, the respondent deposed the first defense expert the following morning on July 27, and the respondent deposed the second defense expert. This is where it gets interesting. The respondent, so Colleen Dunn, did not identify or produce the 3 jailhouse calls to the defense or the defense experts either prior to or during these depositions, despite an outstanding discovery request for statements made by the defendant. At the deposition of the defendant's second expert on the morning of the July 27th, Colleen asked pointed questions which insinuated that she had knowledge of statements made by the defendant to his son. So the counsel at the time, which is Miss Kara Higgins, who did represent Ty at the very beginning, confronted Colleen and inquired directly whether she was in possession of some of the statements allegedly made by the defendant that the state was referring to in its deposition questions, to which she denied being in possession of it. So anyway, the upshot of all that was that she basically told a big fib, and that she was very naughty and sustained a 1-year suspension from the bar and had to pay all costs. So that was $1,250. So that was dated the 2nd of December 2019. So she was suspended then for 12 months. So then we go to Ty's, the next one. So it wasn't just one. I was under the impression that she only had been on a 12-month suspension once, but no, this is the second one. So this one pertains to 2 cases, not just Ty, but another civil case. So it's the same, it's still Colleen Dunn, and she is still pleading guilty to doing the wrong thing. What am I missing in? That's okay. Definitely check it out. Yeah, oh yes, she is. Yes, she's definitely a piece of work. So, respondent is currently the subject of 2 disciplinary matters which have been assigned the Florida bar file number, rah, rah, rah. So, what she's done, where is my little notes here? So, she basically filed a notice, where is it? Filed a notice of appearance on behalf of a Delray police officer. Where is it? Police lieutenant, okay, who wished to intervene in a civil matter and claiming an interest in a property. So he must have, I think it was probably a divorce proceeding or something like that. He wanted to be represented. Colleen has sent this notice of appearance, and then the opposing counsel sought to disqualify her because they were alleging that she was a possible witness in the matter and they'd placed her under subpoena to testify. They also then sought to exclude her because they said that she was having a personal relationship with this particular police officer and that it became then a conflict of interest. So once this motion to disqualify, at the hearing of the motion to disqualify, the respondent testified that she hadn't been in any romantic or intimately involved with the police officer in question. Okay, whatever. So that way, the judge then denied the motion to disqualify the respondent on the basis that she was not a material witness and not necessary. Then after the hearing, the opposing counsel apparently obtained more text messages that proved that it was from a third party that proved that she, in fact, was having a relationship with this police officer. And then testimony given at the motion to disqualify was she wasn't convicted of perjury, but basically she accepts responsibility, and she basically took the slap on the hand. So she was found guilty in that one as well. And then comes Ty Tucker. So, following allegations and rules provide the basis of so she's pleaded guilty to this one as well. So she was assigned to prosecute the criminal matter with Tyrone Tucker, and he too attempted to have her disqualified from the case. Now, the reasons for that are different again. So, whilst Ty was in jail before his first trial, he had sent in a motion to marry Lauren, basically. So he'd sent in his request and asked if they had any objections. Now, apparently Colleen Dunn, in her stupidity, decided that she was going to send stupid texts to another friend saying that, you know, how can I object to this, and basically made it a mission of hers to try and thwart that as best she could, but got found out. So she was then, where is it? So basically they'd said, you know, the statement that she recorded was very misleading, and that she had stated that it was the state rejecting the application when in fact it was her, not the court. So the jail initially denied the marriage application because of that objection, and therein, after a motion to clarify was filed, the sheriff's office subsequently approved the request, and Ty was then released on bail, and we know that story, that he went on and married Lauren. So she pleaded guilty to that one as well, and the sentencing for all the disciplinary action for all of that was 15 months, effective from January 5th, 2022. So that's three dodgy shit things that she's been involved in already before we even get to the second trial. And she's involved again. What's this one? Facts and allegations against Colleen Dunn. How many pages is that? That's 25. All right, I might wait for that for a little bit. Okay, this is probably one of the ones that worries me the most. Present share screen. Because it's a motion for order to show cause, and it regards Todd O'Quinn. Now, he is one of the primary witnesses that we need testimony from for this next trial. Comes now, the state of Florida moves his honourable court to issue a rule to show cause against the witness Todd O'Quinn. In support thereof, the state would show as follows. On March 25th, 2024 at 11:02 a.m., service was to witness Todd O'Quinn at Martin Correctional Institution in Indiantown, Florida. The witness, Todd O'Quinn, was released from Martin Correctional Institution on March 26, 2024. Number 3, witness Todd O'Quinn not only did not contact the Office of the State Attorney as requested in the subpoena, but more importantly failed to appear on May 13, 2024, and was not excused from attendance. So he's racked off. Disappeared. Don't know where he is. So that's his Exhibit A, the subpoena for him to testify and to appear before Judge Morgan at Circuit Court of Monroe County, and the contact details. Proper attire required, no shorts, flip-flops or halter tops. could see Todd O'Quinn in a halter top. Department of Corrections. Oh, there's his mugshot. Yep, there we go, Mr. Todd O'Quinn, and all of his aliases. I did think that was funny. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 12 aliases that he goes by. Another Mr. McDodge. Yes, he disappeared too. Oh, they do know where he is now, do they? Excellent. I'm getting to you. Christine. I'm getting there. They're all beach people down there. Yeah. Good morning, Nana. How are we? You don't have to apologize, sweetheart. I'm the one that should apologize. All right. Now, what's this one? All right. So we have a supplemental. Sorry, I have to do these one by one. This is just one that was filed on the 12th of June, a supplemental discovery response. So basically they have obtained the trial transcripts and they have released these transcripts of John Travis Johnson's testimony. But let me get out of that one first. Where is it? I've saved it. What the fuck did I save it as? Amendment for trial transcript. No, that's not it. Is that it? Nope. Come on, Jody. Where did you put it? Is it that one? No. Oh, where is it? Oh, this is driving me insane. Release. What's that? Come on. It's to do with should eliminate. Is that it? Mother fudger. The hell did I put? Oh, there it is. Oh. These the names that I've saved them under are really, really long, and I can only see a certain portion of it. I apologize. I'm sorry. I couldn't see the name that I needed to see. Okay, so this is a motion to suppress statements. Now, check this out. Comes now the defendant John Travis Johnson, pursuant to the Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure. Rah, 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 rah. So this was filed on the 18th of April this year. And it basically states that John Travis Johnson was taken into custody, la la la. It should be noted that during this initial contact with Mr. Johnson, Detective Pitcher first tricked John Travis Johnson into allowing the detective to search his truck, and thereafter, Detective Pitcher tricked Mr. Johnson into presenting to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. From the outset, JTJ was misled by Detective Pitcher as to the reason and purpose of his interview. Toward that end, Detective Pitcher not only deceived Mr. Johnson into allowing a warrantless search of his automobile, but he also deceived Mr. Johnson into making a statement. Paramount to note, JTJ was the victim in an unrelated grand theft and criminal mischief case in which tools and other items were stolen from Mr. Johnson's truck. Along these lines, Detective Pitcher purposefully lied to Mr. Johnson to trick him into going to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office to give a formal statement in connection with the grand theft criminal mischief case, and to identify and retrieve the tools and his other personal belongings. So basically, they found the tools, they've asked him to go in there to collect them, and at the same time had a chat to him about if he knew anything about the case. So, was he being detained? Isn't that part of... Hang on, I'll continue and you'll get what I'm saying. After being transported from Pine Key to the interrogation room in Key West, Detective Pitcher continued the charade through which he persuaded Mr. Johnson into giving a statement. After talking for more than 30 minutes about this unrelated matter in which Mr. Johnson was a victim, Detective Pitcher requested Mr. Johnson execute a written inventory release form for the property being returned to him in that case, which John Travis Johnson complied. In conjunction with having Mr. Johnson execute this written inventory release form, Detective Pitcher presented JTJ with a written Miranda warning form and asked him to execute this Miranda waiver without ever informing or explaining to Mr. Johnson specifically what he was being asked to waive his Miranda rights for. So basically, he was given his Miranda rights and read them, but not told what it was for. So basically, John Travis Johnson is claiming that his Miranda rights have been violated and his testimony should not be used. It should be fruit of the, what do they call it? Fruit of the forbidden tree or something, if you haven't been given your Miranda rights, and anything after that, that's it. Yep. That happened. Against this backdrop, JTJ never knowingly nor intelligently, well, okay, yeah, I can go with that, waived his Miranda rights. At the time Detective Pitcher gets him to waive his Miranda rights, Mr. Johnson lacks a full awareness, yeah, okay, I can go with that too, of both the nature of the right being abandoned and the consequences of the decision to abandon it. At the time, Detective Pitcher and former Captain Phelps questioned Mr. Johnson, and he had been transported from here. John Travis Johnson was in custody, but was he? That's what I said. Was he being detained? He was there to pick up property. And they asked him a few questions after they'd given him his Miranda rights. Yes. What does Bruce Rivers say? No self-snitching. But he admitted that he was given them. He's not a smart criminal, no, not at all. I'm sorry, but they misspelled something there. You mean to say they told him what to say? Like, what the fuck? So, yes, he is now claiming that his Miranda rights have been violated. Oh, towards this end, this made me laugh too. Former Captain Penny Phelps, utilized what is known as the Reed technique of interrogation in order to incentivize JTJ to make a false confession. Well, you can't incentivize someone to make a false confession unless you bribe them, which they eventually did, I suppose, with a plea deal. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Maybe you can. But I don't think it was a false confession. Well, it was in that it fingered Ty instead of himself. That's what I meant to say. Because of its propensity to generate false confessions, the Reed technique is no longer accepted as an investigative technique by law enforcement, and because of its inherent unreliability, due process requires that any such confessions generated by use of the Reed technique be suppressed at trial. JTJ Johnson hereby reserves the right to supplement and amend this motion to suppress. Among other things, this defendant was recently declared insolvent for costs, and defense counsel is currently seeking Jack approval. JAC. Just a criminal. I can think of a few, but I probably shouldn't go there. So, the state may not use statements, whether exculpatory or inculpatory, stemming from custodial interrogation of a defendant unless it demonstrates the use of a procedural safeguard effective to secure the privilege against self-incrimination. Miranda. In order to show that an alleged waiver was knowing and intelligent, well, you can't use intelligent in the same sentence as JTJ. I'm sorry. It just simply isn't done. In the case at hand, Mr. Johnson was first subjected to custodial interrogation under false pretenses and then was outright deceived into waiving his Miranda rights. Even worse, former Captain Phelps utilized the Reed technique of interrogation in order to coerce Mr. Johnson into making a false confession. Absolute insanity. After a suspect invokes his or her Miranda rights, police officers are prohibited from engaging in words or actions that the officers should know are reasonably likely to elicit an incriminating response from the suspect. Therefore, JTJ respectfully requests this Honourable Court enter an order suppressing all statements made to law enforcement and awarding any other relief this court deems just and proper. Seth Levi. There's that one. And we still haven't Jackass approval. Oh, jack shit approval. I like that one. What is it really? I knew you'd know, Bri. Justice Administrative Commission. Oh, that's not nearly as exciting as my one. A state agency created in 1965 provides administrative services on behalf of 49 judicial-related officers. There you go, Mr. Smarty Pants. Exactly. He's not intelligent. Not at all. So there is a Justice Administrative Commission. Radial. Right, so we now have a notice to suppress JTJ's testimony. Todd O'Quinn's racked off. But apparently he's apparently they know where he is now. What else have I got here? So many so many. I've got emails and a motion to amend pre-trial release conditions that Ty put in. Oh, here's a clever thing that I check this out. Share screen. I've been playing with my my editing software today. Breaking news. Look at that. Newspaper clipping. The defense rests assists Tyrone Tucker's retrial. In a recent development in the Franklin Tyrone Tucker case, documentation has been submitted by the pro se defendant to allow additional material to be included in discovery material for the upcoming trial. YouTube content creator The Defense Rests researched and published a presentation of all of the surrounding cameras on Laurel Avenue, Key West, that are in the immediate vicinity of the treehouse crime scene. The footage from the cameras would have provided a clear and unobstructed view of the treehouse and its visitors. The defendant has since submitted a request to include these images in his upcoming trial because he's clever. Dumbass criminal, yes. Yes, Christine, I'm just going to go through a couple more articles and then I shall log you in. I won't be too long, sweetheart. And I'll open it up for discussion. Where is it? So, I've got Penny Phelps's internal affairs report, which is like, you wouldn't. It's ridiculous how many pages. But here's another one. Now, going back to that video of Ty at the airport checking in, this is what it cost the state to take him back to Florida instead of letting him do it on his own. So I think they used the US prisoner transport, which cost them $8,500 American dollars to get him back instead of just letting him fly. He had the ticket. How ridiculous. What else do we have? Probation violation warrant. Oh, this is the actual arrest warrant that was issued when Ty was the reason why he was arrested when he failed his urinalysis. So they're the charges. The court, having been advised by pretrial services the above-named defendant had failed to comply with the conditions of his release by failing to appear for random urinalysis on the 10th of April 2024, the court, having reviewed the conditions of release and the affidavit of non-compliance and other information submitted, finds that the defendant has violated the terms of his release and so hereby revokes the order granting supervised release. Now, this is where I find it ridiculous because, yes, all right, he was late. So with the pre-trial, with the urinalysis, I did a bit of research. You actually have to, they send you a random text saying, okay, you're due for your, to come in and have your testing done. It's random. And then you actually have to register with that and prepay for your test to be done. And so that registration is valid, I think, for a certain amount of time. And so what had happened was he presented the day that he was supposed to have it done at like 4:45 in the afternoon and was stuck in line. And so by the time he got to the counter, his registration had expired because it was after 5 p.m. So they said to him, okay, come back tomorrow, but make sure you come back early so that this doesn't happen. And unfortunately, he did the same thing the next day, which then put him in violation of his pretrial services, and his bond was revoked and said bench warrant was issued. But he also didn't apparently advise pretrial services of, because once he was told that the bench warrant was issued, he was then under the belief that he wasn't, like, the pretrial services were no longer valid, type of thing, because he already had a bench warrant against him. So he went to the airport and bought the ticket to fly back to Florida to surrender, but didn't tell them or advise anyone that he had the ankle monitor on. So the ankle monitor then set off a fugitive alert, which is why they apprehended him at the airport, knew exactly where he was. So couple of silly mistakes that landed him back there, and now he's up shit creek without a paddle. Poor bugger. What else? Oh, now he's also put in 3 different motions. There's probably no point me bringing them up because it's just actual testimony. But he has put in 3 different motions to introduce Paula Belmont's statements, testimony, and transcripts from previous trial, from depositions, and everywhere else. So they're pending for the next hearing. Now, where did I put my dates of hearings that are coming up for Mr. Tucker? Nope. Oh, I know I wrote them down. I wrote them down for myself so I could remember. I hate it when you're so organised and then at the very last minute you can never find anything because it's right under your friggin' eyes. I wrote every one of them down. And you watch, I will find it the second that I close the stream down. No, I don't know where they are. But he's set for trial. Motherfucker. He's set for trial, I think it's the 9th of September. I can't believe that. I've written it down. Jody, you need a Valium and to go to bed, I think. Oh, okay. What's number K? LMNOP. Where's K? State's response to defendant's motion to dismiss indictment. Oh, did I go through the gag order? No, I didn't. Oh, I need to go through the gag order. Good morning, good morning. Yes, it's September, and I'm pretty sure it's either the 9th or the 6th. I did write it down, and for the life of me, I can't find it. But if you go to As the Gavel Drops, guaranteed you will find the information there on Discord because they are A1. Oh, welcome, Excited Utterance. Welcome. Good to have you here. I'm sorry. I'm normally way more organized, way more prepared, and I've written it down somewhere and I cannot for the life of me find where I've written it. But September 6th. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. But there is 2 more There's a status conference and something else before that. And I'm fudged if I know, I took a screenshot of it, I think. Hang on. Did I or didn't I? No, I saved it as a file. I've got half of my stuff on my PC and half of my stuff on my phone. Yes, it'll be in here. Today, Junior. Maybe it won't. Well, look, it just wasn't meant to be, okay? We'll just go with that. Haven't heard anything from Lauren. Is she under? Not that I'm aware of, but there is. I'm just about to go through the state's motion for protective order to prevent extrajudicial comments. So, hello. Who's EU? Did I miss somebody? Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's share screen again. Share screen. That one. Okay. I told you there was a lot of documents. Sorry. Oh, thank you. I know there's 2 coming up, and as I said, I've written them down, and I cannot for the life of me find where I put them in all of my paperwork. I was too busy saving files under names that I could recognize, apparently, at the drop of the drop of a hat, so that I could pull them up straight away. And what do you know? I can't fucking find them. But yes, there is another status conference and a docket something as well prior to the September 6th trial. All right. Everyone see that? Yes. I'll take that off. Right. Sip. Oh, that's better. Plaintiff. State of Florida's motion for protective order to prevent extrajudicial comments. The plaintiff, State of Florida, by and through the undersigned Assistant State Attorney, moves this Honourable Court for the issuance of a protective order to prevent extrajudicial comments in the above styled action, as grounds the state would show as follows. This matter is currently pending before this Honourable Court. A concern for both the plaintiff and defendant is whether a fair and impartial jury can be seated. The above-styled action has resulted in extensive pre-trial publicity, both through traditional news outlets and web pages. Specifically, Ms. Lauren Janai, the significant other of the defendant, has created a web page titled Free Franklin Tucker. It can be located at... Thank you very much. Let's do a public document to prevent extrajudicial comments and then link it for everybody to find. Yeah? Right there. There you go. Go and have a look, because we don't want anyone to see this because it might be prejudicial. Yeah? Fucking idiots. Oh, yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I bet the trial date will be pushed back, so don't... Oh, I don't think they can. Oh, he did waive his right, didn't he? He waived his right for a speedy trial. But I think they actually want to get it done quickly, because the longer they give him, the more time he's got to put together a defense. Because now he's incarcerated, he's got limited access to all of it. So I don't know. There are a number of docket soundings said. Yes. What is a docket sounding? I know what, a status conference is, but what's a docket sounding? Is that just like everyone gets together and does their scheduling to make sure that everything's up to speed, or is that what a status conference does? Read it further, Jody. At this hearing, the defendant is required to appear in court to advise the judge whether or not he or she is ready for trial. Thank you, Bri. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot tonight. Oh, Lord. I need an M&M. Or 5. If all else fails, add sugar. Yep. Absolutely. Oops. No, these are just the chocolate ones, but I haven't had them for years, and I saw them yesterday and went, hell yeah. So there's 2 more hearings, apparently, between now and trial. One of them says docket sounding, the other one says status conference. Apparently they're interchangeable. Jody, I need more than one M&M. So do I. And it's a shame I don't drink. Right. So, now that they've pointed out that they don't want anyone to be prejudicial by going to his site and then linking his site details for everyone to find, we'll continue. The webpage includes many items produced to the defendant in discovery of the above styled action, including both photographs and videos of co-defendants. The website makes extrajudicial statements related to the above styled action against the defendant and his co-defendants. In addition, Mrs. Janai created a YouTube channel titled Free Franklin Tucker, and has posted and continues to post videos produced to the defendant in discovery of the above styled action. She hasn't put anything on there for months. The videos are obtained by Mrs. Lauren Janai from the defendant for the defendant. Oh, that goes way back. A lawyer shall not make an extrajudicial statement that a reasonable person would expect to be disseminated by means of public communication if the lawyer knows, or probably should know, that it will have a substantial likelihood of materially prejudicing an adjudicative proceeding due to its creation of an imminent and substantial detrimental effect on the... Oh my God, I'm not reading any more of that. Fuck that. That's too many big words. Plain to see, they don't want him to say shit, and he has every right to say shit. All right, that summed it up. All right, now where is my inbox? Sending stream link. Okay, stream link sent, Christine. You should have that in your email. What was that? What did I just see there? Inbox. Bri Bear. Mr. Bri Bear. Can you stop that? Thank you. I just sent the link for Christine to come on and join me, and Bri has bought me 5 coffees. Thank you, Bri. You did not have to do that, but thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And without further ado,
Stream link.
turn your volume down. I'm getting feedback.
Okay, stream link sent, Christine. You should have that in your email.
I can hear myself, so turn your volume down.
What was that? I just see their inbox. Hold on.
No, I can still hear. You need to turn your speaker down.
Can you stop that? Thank you. I just sent the link for Christine to come on and join you. And Brian has bought me 5 copies.
Thanks, Bri. That's getting better. It's getting better. Keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep going. I've got a lot of feedback. Oh, apparently you need to mute your YouTube. So the YouTube that you're playing in the background, just go on to StreamYard and mute the YouTube actual stream, like the live stream itself. Does that make sense? Don't mute your StreamYard, mute the YouTube, or turn YouTube completely off. Hello? Oh, where'd she go? I think I gave her the right instructions, didn't I, AJ? She just can't listen to the YouTube, the actual live stream in the background, because that interferes with the StreamYard, because it's 2 separate. Christine was streaming. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. She did the disappearing act. She's got the link, so she can jump back in, but I think she needs to shut down the actual live stream on YouTube and jump in to the StreamYard app. Yeah, so go on, close down YouTube altogether, Christine, and go into your emails and just click on the StreamYard link and open up StreamYard as a guest. And that's all you need to do. But you don't need to have YouTube open at all. I'm good at that. Yay, yes. Yes. And she's muted herself in StreamYard as well, has she? Oh dear. She's been gagging to get on here too. Yes, you'll have to start singing now, because I'm out of content, and well, no, I've got plenty of other paperwork I could read you, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just click on it. I've got plenty of documentation, plenty to read. Yes, I'm officially halfway to monetized. Halfway. It's the hours that I thought would take me forever, and I think I sat on about 29 hours for 2 weeks or more, because you need to get 3,000 watch time hours within the 12-month period before, and 500 subscribers before they'll monetize you. So yes, like and sub. I'm nearly there. I don't know where she's gone, sweetheart. Go back on to Christine. Go back onto into your emails on your iPad and just click on the StreamYard link. That's all you need to do. Although she probably can't hear me because she's closed her YouTube down. Hang on, I'll type it in chat. Christine, just shut down your YouTube. Oh, I heard a noise. Hello? Okay, now you need to unmute your StreamYard and I'll hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yay! Yes, I can.
Sorry about that.
We did it. We did it. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
Okay. How are you guys doing?
No, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. For winter over in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So do tell what happened. You actually rang and spoke to Ty, didn't you?
Yeah, I talked to him a couple of days ago.
Fill us in.
Okay. He still needs help with telling the story out there. He's getting a divorce from Lauren.
He is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Has she agreed?
The last time he got arrested, that's when he was getting. That's why he was serving. She was serving the divorce papers to him in the mail. I guess
Okay, because that's what needs to happen so that he can then get a lawyer, court-appointed lawyer. Yes, sign of utterance. I am an Aussie.
He tried that before. I told him that. I told him that, like, after he gets the divorce, can you get a lawyer? And he said, he get no money for that. He says.
No. Hang on a second. Can you not see me, Elizabeth? Have I disappeared? Did I disappear? Gabby, can you see me? Or are you just pulling my legs? I think they're teasing me, Christine. They're telling me they can't see me. So she's agreed to, because he needs to get that divorce, so that he can get the court-appointed lawyer.
He is trying to do that, but he still needs the money for to get his eventually he want he needs to get a lawyer, but after he gets a different he gets not the when they call him for a public defender, he still needs a lawyer, and plus that will cost him lots of money, he says. That's what he told me when I talked to him last time. This time around. They are treating him badly. They are treating him badly, for sure, in the courthouse. In
the jail.
Yeah, in the jail. Yeah. They're giving him a hard time. He's trying to get paid. He was, when he goes to court, he needs to write stuff down. They're giving him a hard time with paper and pens, to write stuff down. So
does he have one of those? Does he have one of those tablets that you can send emails and access the internet and stuff, or not?
Yeah, you can, but that costs a lot of money to do. You could buy I did a video call, but it's like you could. He needs money. People can
Yeah, you've got to have that account set up. You've got to have money in it to pay for it on your side, and you've got to put money on his side so that his charges are covered for the phone call as well, yes?
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing a couple of times. I talked to him here and there, but I gave you I know I sent you the screenshot, the address, so like you can, like people can write to him, like write to the jail. Yeah, so like he's giving him the jail's giving him a hard time with everything, because he needs to get a lawyer.
Is he able to get emails? Thank you.
I think not really, but I think so. I really don't. I mean, I really don't. I really don't know. I think you can, but I think you got to pay for that email too. You need to put money on his account so like he can get access to for the law. Like he can
For the internet charges and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's Jmail? Excited Utterance? Is that like a specific jail email address? I'm assuming.
To be able to get Jmail. Jmail. There was a thing, JPay. You can write messages.
Jmail.
Jmail. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to look into that.
Excited Utterance, do you have any issues finding court records and documentation in the county clerk's offices over in the US from Australia? Or because I've really had a few issues trying to get court records and public information and stuff and not being able to see any of it, yet I get someone from the US to do a quick search and they come up with like bucket loads of the stuff. Is it because I'm in Australia or I have contacts who do? Yeah, so do I. But I hate to ask everybody. It's yeah. It is hard to do it from here, I will say, because I don't know what counties. Do you know what facility he's actually in? Because he's not in Key West Jail, is he? He's in somewhere else.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Yep.
He is. He's in the Monroe County Detention Center in the Key West, Florida.
The only one I could find was the Monroe Juvenile Detention Center.
That's where he. Yeah. That's where he is. That's where he sent me his last address for me. The letter he sent to me. It was the Monroe County
Detention Center.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ.
That's where.
Can anyone put any of the links in chat of where we can contact him? What does that say? Here's an app that you enter the info and your info, and then you have to put money on both accounts. And yes, I think I've created an account on. I think it's called Secure US, which is like it's a text message and video calls, but the actual facility itself has to have the iPads that go with that account to facilitate the call, and I don't think he's in one that has that. Yes, I need a VPN too. I've got one on my phone, but not on my PC.
No, I do it on my PC. So when I do the video call, I download it, and I had to do it from the ICS solution. That's how I got to talk to Ty from another website I went to. I had to put money on it.
Is that what you sent me on Messenger? The handwritten info?
That is the address I sent you so people can write to Ty.
Oh, okay. That's his mail address, not.
Yeah. because
Okay, cool.
yeah, because it's like every time you want to do a video call to the center, it's like $9.95. It's $9.95, and plus you only can get 30 minutes, and you cannot record it on YouTube because I tried that,
Yeah.
and you can, and it's in the rules. It's in the rules. There's a lot of rules that you have to agree to, and one of them you can. I mean, you can ask questions. I mean, you can talk to her, but you cannot record the video. If you do,
Yeah, but they won't know if I'm recording the audio.
you can't do that either. You can't do that either. I tried, and you would get banned on it. You will get it. It's in the rules. It's in the. It's the.
I'll just have to take pen and paper and notes then.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, you can do that for sure. You
Yeah.
can take paper and pen, but I mean,
So-
you cannot do recording audio. You cannot do that. It's in the rules. You will get banned from.
So how much is it for like half an hour's talk?
It's only 30 minutes.
And how much does that cost in US?
$9.95 a month if you do it. It's like every time you want to do a video call with them, it's like $9.95
For 30 minutes. That's all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But what about internationally?
Oh, I don't know. I do it in USA for me, but I have no idea on your thing. I have no idea, but in USA, it's $9.95. It's $9.95, but you can go talk to them, and maybe you can talk.
That's what I was going to do, Liz. Thanks, Excited Utterance. Great to have you here. Lovely to see you, and you're welcome back anytime you like. Thank you. Now, how was he in as far as his spirits? Was he in good spirits or not? Was he stressed? Was he?
He's very he's stressed out. You can say, yeah, he is very yeah, he's very stressed out. He just want I mean, he is so frustrated with everything. Um, the judge is giving him a hard time with everything.
I bet he is.
Yeah, you can there is a petition out there. You can write to the judge with Morgan, and you could tell him. I wrote him. I wrote an email to the to the judge Morgan about. I mean, he shouldn't be there. I mean, it's like a petition, so like he people can email. I wrote an email to Judge Morgan, who pursuing the case, and tell him why he shouldn't be in in there for the second trial.
Custody. Yeah.
So people were writing to him. I mean, there was an email on the website, and there's an
On the
email.
Monroe County Clerk's website.
Yeah, and there was a case number on him, and you can email. You can email. You can email the judge and tell him why he shouldn't be there. That's what I did, and it's attaching to his court name. There was another email you can talk to. I mean, you can send to the I think who runs it. I did that. I never got a response to the email, but I did an email to 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 the judge and tell him why he shouldn't be there. And there was court case there, and you can tell him why he shouldn't be there, and you can send it um his county person there who runs, who does
Yep.
I don't know. So that's
clerk,
what you can do. I mean,
So how do you get on his list of approved people to talk to?
Okay. I had to call. I had to call the county. I had to call ICE. I had to call them. You need your driver's license and tell me how you know them, and you have.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, I had to give my driver's license.
So which one of my mods am I going to have to bribe?
And yeah, I mean it's the rules. I went. I called to do a video chat with Ty. There's been a lot of questions, and I mean they asked me um um where do you live? I mean how you know him, and you just need to give him the driver's license. You have to just give them the driver's license to get approval of that, so like they can put you on your list to be a friend. Like to do that.
So you reckon, Bri, that they will accept my Australian ID?
You
But
can
mind you,
try.
Ty doesn't know me, so he might not accept me.
No, but you can tell them. You can tell. I'm like, they asked me like, how do you know Thai talking? I said I'm just a friend, and they approved me.
Okay, so
So
don't
you
tell them
can-
that I'm a YouTube. I'm a YouTube
You
channel.
you can just tell them you a friend of yours, a fan of Thai's, and then you just need your driver's license and you just need your driver's license and tell them where you live. So they can keep you like a record on it, just to prove.
I wonder if we can do a piggyback call of some kind. They don't do Zoom calls or anything like that, do they?
I don't think so. No.
Did you say you could actually do a video call with him?
You pick a time and then you do it yourself. But I mean there is like there is you got to download something on your computer so you can do it on your computer on your yeah, you can do it something on your computer like a software so you can download and you can do a video call from them. From there. So like you can talk to him on video. But you have to do
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, but I
That
wish
would be
there's
good.
yeah. I wish there's like a 3-way call you can do, but I don't think you can do that. I really don't think.
No, that's all right. If I can get it done on the PC, then it should be all right.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
Because it's online. It's not an actual international phone call.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just couldn't find out, Elizabeth. I was looking on the site to see whether or not the actual facility that he's got provides that service, and I didn't know which facility he was in. I was looking for Key West. Oh, hello, mister. I was looking for Key West, but he's not at Key West. He's at Monroe. He's at the county sheriff's or something.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
AJ put it. Monroe County Detention Center.
Yeah, and there was 2 choices. You can go visit them in jail, but I have no way to get there. There was
No, not from Melbourne. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was like
yes.
There was like
I need a breakout room.
Oh yeah. There was like 2 options. There was one in you can go visit them in jail, or you can do video call. So I just told them I live in New Jersey. I'm doing a video call. So there was 2 options you can to talk to. too.
Is New Jersey a long way away from Florida? Is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have no way to get there. I mean, I live in New Jersey, so it's farther.
You're going to fly down for the trial?
It's gonna cost me lots of money. I mean, no, I mean, in the letter he sent me, I got a letter from him, and I'm waiting for my second letter to him. I wrote him first. He said the first letter he just said, it be nice, like, like people be in the trial, I'm gonna go down and support at the trial, but
Is he getting much? Is he getting many letters or much correspondence from people or not?
Not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. I am the. Not really, not yet, but he will be.
All
It
right.
seems like.
So we need to start rallying now and start getting some attention back to Ty. Now that Karen Reed's done and dusted, we need to get on and start getting up out there and getting his case back up in the news. Get it high profile again. Get some
And that's
support.
what I've been trying to do on my YouTube channels. I'm trying to, but I've been going on different cases, but it just like Ty is trying to help me out. Ty is trying to help me out, just because she wants to get me more views on the trial. But I told him I'm trying to help him out too.
Did he tell you if they were allowing the trial to be televised? Are they going to live stream the trial?
Not yet. I haven't. Not yet. He hasn't told me that yet. The next time I can ask him that. But
that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Bri, way too many coffees. Way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has anyone started a GoFundMe or anything for him, or?
The only thing is, I want to do it myself. I want to do it, but the only thing is for me, you need a bank account, and I can have no bank account to. And I really want to do a fundraiser. I really still want to do it. But
what about a Western Union account? Can he open a Western Union account and link it to a GoFundMe?
I don't know. I have no idea. Hold on. Hello?
Is that true, Bri? They've actually put a request in that his trial be done back at Key West, where he was done last time. That was part of the documents one of the documents you sent through for me. He's been held at Monroe County Detention Center now, but they've put in a request to have the trial at Key West and have him housed at Key West to save money or some crap, and for the witnesses who are testifying to save money for them as well. Sorry, Christine.
Yeah, I have
got a cat bum in my face.
Is there any way I can we could do this tonight again, because my mom just called me and she's waiting for me outside. Is it possible?
That's all right. You go, Dylan. I'm going to sign off shortly anyway, because I've been on for 2 hours and it's nearly midnight here. So thank you very much for joining us.
Okay.
I will I'll be in touch with you on Messenger, and we'll try and organize a phone call and another stream. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Christine.
Okay, bye.
Well, there you go. Some updates from the US of A. And a kitty cat who wants me to go to bed. Do you want me to go to bed? Do you? I hope they are. So you're 733 miles from where? That's a long way still. Elizabeth, are you planning on going down to the trial? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're going to be a on the ground reporter out the front of the courthouse, giving us updates. I'll stay up all night for that. No worries. All right. Anyone else? Any questions? Anyone got anything they'd like to discuss? Anything that you'd like me to pass on? Should I get hold of Ty? Anything? Any questions from any of the docs that we've put up tonight? There's it's hard to do a big update when you're limited to the amount of information and that you can get. Like when he was online on YouTube, you could get regular and accurate updates, but given that he's incarcerated now and me being in Australia as well, I can only go by the paperwork that I can get. And cat sat up. Sorry, you can't see it, but right in front of the microphone is a cat. That's a cat's head right there, just out of view. His ass is on my hand on the mouse. Yeah, so I can only go through the paperwork and the documentation and everything that I've been given to read between the lines. But yes, when I get paid Thursday, I shall be trying to get in touch do a video call with Ty, because surely I can download the software and then just screen record. I've got a snipping tool. They don't need to know that. That's a completely separate, what do you call it? Application. Or I could have a camera set up behind me recording the screen. There's ways and means, surely. Kitty cat, I can't see the chat. What's my favorite color? Oh. I don't know, Bri. I've got a few and they change, but I don't know, maybe a rose gold, like a musky pinky gold, like that. I suppose. Why should you ask? So it's 4 or 5 hours drive. Okay. Well, it's closer than I am. No, you don't plan on going to the trial, though. I would love to. I would love to. Love to. All right. Well, when are you streaming next, Miss Deb? If you haven't already, checked it out. Kitty cat, I can't see. Alternate Juror 1. Please go over and like and sub to her channel. She's amazing. We are planning on doing a few things together as well in the upcoming weeks. So that's exciting. So that's double the incentive to get over and like and sub to her page. We're going to do a couple of different trials as well, which will be very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to. So you're on tomorrow morning. Okay. What time? Lime green is Elizabeth's. There you go. Thanks, Gabby. The extraordinaire. So the stuff that you sent me on Discord, Gabby, was that was to do with contact him via video, I think, wasn't it? I didn't actually get a chance to read right through it. Been so busy reading these documents. No worries, Elizabeth. You too. Stay safe and stay tuned. I will be keeping you up to date, and I will be probably pulling a dodgy and recording it regardless. And as Brian said, as long as I don't get caught. I'm in Australia. I didn't know. All right, then. Well, if there's no other questiones, thank you. Oh, Clumsy, you sat right in my way. I can't see a bloody thing. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your last day of your long weekend. It is Sunday evening here, and it's 11:40 p.m. and it's 4 degrees, and it's bedtime. Yeah, I think it's that time. So, where is my little outro? Where are you? Oh, here. Here's one for shits and gigs. Here we go.
Dear sweet baby Jesus, please don't ever let me get hit by a car in the state of Massachusetts, where any Massachusetts State Police expert is going to reconstruct the accident. Please. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Cracks me up. No, sweetheart. Stay safe, stay well, stay happy, and I shall bid you.
Covering true crime and police arrest, where the judges move and the defense rests. Watching courts and trials, criminals at best, where the gavel drops and the defense rests. If you love true crime and you want the best, won't you find the time and the defense rest?